What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching. It is awesome to be here. Second live show for the Midnight Mike Show, Why I Hate the New York Jets. There's so many examples as to why I hate the Jets, so join me on this journey, right? Come on board. Oh, by the way, you're going to be able to call in. That'll be awesome. Let me see if I can put that in the comments section. If you want to call in, it's going to be in the comments section. I'm about to drop, about to drop the link. All right, there it is. It is in the comments. Thank you for joining me on Why I Hate the Jets. I am your host, Midnight Mike, and I'm always happy to be here, but at this point for the New York Jets, it's a very, very sad part of the season. We know there's no chance that we're making it into the playoffs. And I'm the kind of guy who always wants to root for my team, regardless. I don't want to root for them to lose, to get a draft pick, because honestly, in the history of the New York Jets, I mean, there's videos on YouTube where you could get compilations of how shitty the Jets draft. I mean, look at recent history. You take that 1 year with Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, whatever, take that out. It's not that great. Going back even to the last administration, Adam Gase and them. I just want to, I got people already in here. I thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. You could call in. I did put the link in the description. But hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Just got home from work. Let's go. Absolutely. I actually did not have to work today, which was awesome because it was a Saturday. And then I have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, but because Christmas Eve is on a Sunday, the job has to make up for it on another day. So I then get the day after Christmas off. So it's a nice 4-day weekend that I am really enjoying. Today, I mean, what have you guys done? What have you guys been doing to get prepared? We host Christmas Eve dinner. And so today I made my lasagna that I make every year. I made a nice little, as the Jets call it, a charcuterie board, but it's not really. It's not tons of different things. It's literally just some kielbasa, Polish heritage. What's up? Some different cheeses. And then tomorrow I'll obviously put crackers on there and whatnot. And then we have the cheese crab cake, English muffins cut up. They're a great appetizer. So many things. That I did today. And then right as I was making the lasagna, I realized that I don't actually I have a lasagna pan for if it's just me and my family, but not for Christmas Eve dinner. So I had to go out to the grocery store to go pick that up. And that was annoying. Big Z-I, Dolphins fan here. Love the content truly. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you something all right now. For the first time in my life, I think I'm going to put over the Miami Dolphins fans. Usually, I think they're just, they're the worst. And I've explained it. I've explained the reason they're the worst is it's like, you'd think I'd say Patriots fans are the worst. But the Patriots can back it up. You understand what I'm saying? The Patriots have, like, what, 1 billion Super Bowls in the past 10 years? I mean, it's 20 years. They brag, they act like assholes, but I'll be honest, there's a lot of fair weather Patriot fans. I grew up and lived in northern New Jersey my whole life. I could see Lower Manhattan from my high school. I then spent 11 years in Philadelphia, and then I'm now on the Connecticut side of the Long Island Sound, closer to New York than Boston. But seriously, like, Patriots fans, they're not. I used to see Patriots jerseys everywhere in the Northeast. And now it's a lot fewer and far between. And I'm closer to New England into the Boston area than I've ever been. It's like those Dallas fans that showed up. Like I know they showed up in the 70s for that, but it's like those Dallas fans that showed up all of a sudden in the 90s. Like in middle school, all of a sudden everybody's a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm like, what the? You were a Dallas Cowboys fan in elementary school? Where'd this come from? You know what I'm saying? But I am going to put over the Miami Dolphins fans. What a surprise. I also make lasagna as well. You know what? The funny thing is, I'm not Italian, but I grew up. If you've ever seen The Sopranos, that's where I grew up in New Jersey, Northeast Jersey, right? And the Italian population is so high that, and my stepfather of 20 something years, maybe 30, he's full Italian, you know, and all my friends growing up were Italian and their Italian families, and going and you walk in their house and their grandmother's just shoving food down your throat. And I have some favorites. There was one, I don't want to give out names obviously on a live broadcast, but there was one grandma who always made the best lemon chicken. Like, what do they call it? There's a name for it, but it's that lemon chicken. And then I had another, whatever. I'm not getting into that. I'm here to put over the Miami Dolphins fans, because seriously, you guys are responsible for my two highest viewed videos. My two reaction videos to the Jets Dolphins game, amazing. I can't thank the Miami Dolphins fans enough. I thank all the Jets fans too. My other reaction videos or whatever are in the thousands. It really depends on the opponent. I don't think tomorrow, win or lose, I'm going to be seeing big numbers, but that's okay. But Miami Dolphins fans, seriously, come out. And I know they're coming out to watch me because I'm a lunatic. I go crazy because the Jets drive me effing crazy. I know they're coming out to watch me go ballistic, blast off. But they're coming back. I recognize some of you guys, and now I'll remember Big Z. I recognize some of you guys coming back, and a lot of you actually have been pretty cordial. You've been pretty cordial to me. I mean, I don't look, I appreciate all the comments on all my videos. Please, as I'm saying that, go down below, hit that thumbs up button, and more people, if you're out there watching this, it's free. Hit that thumbs up button, because what that will do is in the algorithm send it so hopefully more people tune in. I am going to throw the link in the description. I know a lot of you don't, want to get on camera. Maybe you don't have the right stuff in order to sound good or look good on camera. I mean, I don't look great. You know what I'm saying? I just have a pretty decent setup and a good mic and whatever. But I don't care where you are, give us a call in. Tell me what you think about this weekend, the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. This one's going to be a low scoring, miserable affair. And I will get into that in 1 second, because I still want to talk about the Miami Dolphin fans, because seriously, I have some people go down in the comments and they'll write go Dolphins. Like, that's it. Go Dolphins, exclamation. And it's like, I appreciate the comment, because like I said, it helps in the algorithm. But what do I say back to that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say something nasty back, because you're really just stating your fandom. So, okay. But you're not really saying anything to me, because you're just that's like me then going onto your page and writing "Go Jets." Well, we know you're a Dolphins fan. Your little avatar has a picture of you wearing a Dolphins hat. I get it. I'm a Jets fan. Look what I'm wearing, right? So I'd like more than that. I appreciate the comments, but there's a few people who come on and try to goat me, and that's fine, or goad me. That's fine. I want that. I'd love it if they came on here live and we could argue. Because Dolphins fans aren't like Patriots fans. I was talking about this earlier. Patriots fans can brag. They have the trophies. They have the banners. Buffalo has been to the playoffs, and they're surging. If they win tonight, I mean, they are in control of their own destiny. With the game, what was it? The Bengals and who'd they play? The Bengals and the Steelers, and the Steelers ended up winning. So now the Bills technically have control of their own destiny. I'm going to try. I don't want to bring my phone too close to me, but yeah. Okay, well, as of what I have, it is in the second. the start of the second, and it's 9-0 Chargers. That would be a big choke for the Buffalo Bills, I'll tell you that. But they've been to the playoffs and won playoff games. They got to the AFC Championship a couple years back. So they do have very recent past 5-year bragging rights in the division. I'd say if you're going the past 5 years, it's the Bills. They have the bragging rights because none of the rest of us have done any good. We haven't won any playoff games. We haven't gone into any conference championships. The Bills have some bragging rights right now. Over the past 20, 25 years, it's the Patriots. Look at the hardware, right? Dolphins fans haven't won a playoff game in 24 years. Okay? In that 24 years, would you rather make the playoffs 4 or 5 times and lose every time? Or would you rather make the playoffs 2 or 3 or 4 times and go to 2 conference championships back to back? Because that's what the Jets did. The Jets have playoff wins. And I'm not bragging. The Jets suck. The Jets suck. But I've said it before. You go to a Dolphins fan and talk to them about the Dolphins, you would think that they were fucking one of the best teams that ever. But you go to a Jets fan, they're going to be a lot more honest with you. Jets fans, we know we suck. I'm going to try to check out some of these chats. I'm new to this once again, so give me a little leeway here. Oh, there's the link, by the way, folks. Are mostly. Are you saying Dolphins fans are mostly respectful? In my comments section, I'd have to give that. I'd have to say that. I'm relatively young, so just seeing the Dolphins fans actually Dolphins look like contenders is honestly unreal. Look, I don't know your age. I don't, but I will tell you this. I watched a lot of Dolphin success. I was at the fake spike. I say it all the time. And that was like literally just worse than a gut punch. It was like getting stabbed in the side, getting shanked in prison. Like that was bad. Look, our quarterback that rivaled your Dan Marino that I grew up watching, Kenny O'Brien, was amazing. And he outdueled Marino a lot. There's one game where both of them threw for over like 400 yards or something crazy like that. Like, I don't know, 87, 88. Look it up. Or if someone's watching, give it to me in the comments section so that I know. Seriously, I watched the Dolphins. I mean, they went to 2. If we're just talking the 80s, then the Patriots all of a sudden hit the bottom. The Bills and the Jets the Jets had a bunch of great seasons. With the sack exchange and Kenny O'Brien, Freeman McNeil, Al Toon, Wesley Walker. I mean, those teams were great. But the Dolphins would have topped the 80s. I think they went to 2 AFC championship games, 84 and 86, maybe. Could be wrong. But believe me, bro, you may be young, but I remember a lot of Dolphin success, and I don't wish you success because I hate the Dolphins. I hate them. I'm going to be honest with you. I would be being so, what's the word? Fake, so phony. If I was to sit here and tell you, hey man, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're seeing success. I'm not. I hate the Dolphins. I hate the Patriots. And I've said it before. I hate the Bills. But growing up in the 90s, my aunt was a cheerleader for the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Jills, and she went to all their Super Bowls and whatever. So I had this soft spot for the Bills at the time. I probably would have hated them more if that wasn't the case, because here's a team in my division, constantly going to the Super Bowl. Now, it was always fun, whether you're rooting for them or not. And I rooted for them in every Super Bowl except the Giants one. Because I do root for the Giants when they're in the Super Bowl, because so many of my friends and family are Giants fans that I'm willing to put aside my distaste for the crosstown rival and want to see people happy. So I've rooted for the Giants in every Super Bowl that they ever played, especially when they played the last 2 against the Patriots. I don't know a Jets fan who wouldn't rather the Giants win than the Patriots. If you're out there, please call in, send me a message, something to that effect, because I would be shocked if any Jets fan was rooting for the Giants or was rooting for the Patriots over the Giants. That's crazy. But like we talked about, yeah. So in my last video, if you haven't seen it, it's a quick 6-minute video. If you have not seen that, hold on, let me get to this. I want to get back up. The Jets and Commanders. I picked them to do the Jets 10, the Commanders 6. But this could go either way, honestly. I think it's going to be a nasty. It's not, I mean, it's not going to be the greatest football game. The Commanders suck. The Jets suck. We have no offense. We're going in there with Trevor Siemian at the starting quarterback. And I've had people ask me, okay, so Trevor Siemian goes down, right? Because our offensive line is just a turnstile. And then Rippon goes down. Rodgers is our emergency third quarterback. Am I wrong? I don't think. I think he's injured. He's out, so we don't have an emergency quarterback. I think that's how it actually would work. You guys would have to let me know that. But I picked 10-6. 10-6 Jets over the and once again, I'm not going to root against them. I'd love to see the Jets go out there and do awesome. I don't know why you wouldn't want the Jets to go out there and do awesome. It makes no sense. More of your comments coming. It's Big Z again. 18. Oh, you're a kid. 18 here. So me, it's just had been Patriots dominating. Yeah. Jets getting a couple seasons here and there. So 18. I'm trying to remember. So when it was 09-10 that we did the 2 back-to-back conference championships with Rex and Sanchez and all those guys. So how long ago was that? I mean, I'm so bad. You must have been what, 10, 11 when that happened? So yeah, I mean, look, I don't like the Patriots either. And I do think they have bad weather fans like the Cowboys. Jets fans are loyal. You see someone and that's what I know. If the Jets ever, and it happened in the past. I know if the Jets go to the Super Bowl or go to the AFC Championship game, we're going to see a lot more people come out of the woodwork as Jets fans. But I know every single one of you effers who are actually Jets fans. I talk to you on here. I scroll through Twitter at Midnight Mike Show, spelled MIDNITE Mike Show. I scroll through Twitter. I see you guys. I see all the Jets fans. And when the Jets go to a championship game, whatever that may be, who knows? All of a sudden, I'm going to notice all these new people. And I think other content creators and other fans and other people are also going to notice the jump on bandwagon fans. That's just what happens. It's just what happens. For X, we slide out. For example, we slide out of the top 5. We can still grab a top O lineman. Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Hold on. Oh, are you wearing... The picture's so small, I can't see it. For a minute there, I thought you were wearing a Dolphins hat. I'm telling you, the picture I'm looking at is like this small. But what is it, an Islanders? I can't really see. For example, we slide out of the top 3, a top 5. We can still grab a top offensive lineman, like or wide receiver. Correct. And for me, I think because we have Garrett Wilson, all we need, I do think we have Alan Lazard next year. Unless we want to waste a bunch of money. We have Alan Lazard, whether he's QB3, QB4. We have him. I do think he is going to do better with Aaron Rodgers, because when Aaron Rodgers will hit you in where he needs to hit you 8 out of 10 times, right? Zach Wilson hit you so every time Zach threw him the ball, and look at all of our other receivers, everybody was dropping balls. That's on them. That's also on the inconsistency of the quarterback. Because they never know if they're going to have to be slowing down and going behind them, reaching out and diving in front, jumping into they don't know. How many times Zach just threw it like into the ground or to the side of them? Miss them completely. They didn't know. So I think when Alan Lazard will be a decent wide receiver 3 or 4, we keep Gibson because he's fun to watch. He has little bursts where you're, oh yeah. And then go out there and get Devontae Adams. Or get Evans, get Higgins, but the rumors seem to be headed towards Adams as our wide receiver 2 and Garrett Wilson. So to me, in the draft, we don't need to worry. We don't need to go up in the draft. It'd be cool to get Marvin Harrison, but I don't think we need him 100% if we can go out there and get Adams or Evans or Higgins, someone, like one of these top free agents. So we can take this whole draft and just draft offensive linemen. And you can, once again, how many busts have there been at the top? How many awesome people have teams found in the lower first round or later rounds? It's really just about the people. And once again, we're dealing with Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, maybe Woody Johnson. I don't know. Hackett, why isn't he gone? God, if people have also said to me, oh, we need to fire this, that, and the other thing. I said, I'm okay with firing people. But if Hackett's not number one, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But where was I? Yes, I think the whole draft should only be worrying about offensive linemen. And even maybe if one comes up in free agency, grab him. That guy from Green Bay that's Aaron Rodgers' buddy, I'm not for that. He hasn't done anything in the past like year or two to make that seem worth it. I would maybe keep I'd maybe keep McGovern. You know, he's a good leader and he could be there to back up Tippmann or maybe another offensive lineman that goes down, hopefully only for like a game, the twisted ankle. If Tippmann keeps going and AVT can stay healthy, that's 3 spots. We have the whole draft to grab one. You could grab one in the first round and hopefully that'll be a lock. Boom. So that's another. I think the Jets can fix this problem on the offense. It will take Aaron Rodgers staying healthy and playing at least as good as he played in like one of his worst 3 seasons. Seriously, that's how bad our quarterback play has been. If Aaron Rodgers just plays as good as he's done in his worst 3 seasons with the Packers, it'll be incredible for Jets fans. It'll be like, whoa, mind blown. Like, remember that Fitzpatrick season? Remember Vinny? Everyone knows I love Vinny. I love Vinny. Kenny O'Brien. That's when it's going to be times like that where you're seeing 30, 40 touchdowns a season from your quarterback. Wow. That's so exciting. So friggin' exciting. Big Z says the Jets 21-10. Wow, you're giving our offense led by Trevor Siemian a lot of credit. I once again, I said that last week with the Dolphins and was like, someone had suggested that the Dolphins, maybe it was Honest Abe who was on the show with me, said that he thought they would score like 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And I was like, yo, you're asking a lot for the Dolphins to score 2 touchdowns on this pissed off Jets defense from Black Friday. They're pissed. And I was completely wrong. The Jets 21-10. Hey, I hope the football gods see that. I would love it. I would love it. That would be awesome. Big Z, man, you are here tonight. 09, I was 5. Wow. I was like 26 or no, 09, I would have been 29 about. I was 5, but it's crazy how Jets going to the AFC Championship was my early memories. Yeah. I have memories from when I was 5. In my first Jets game, I was 4. And I remember I went to like one when I was 4 and like 1 or 2 when I was 5. And then I started to 6, 7, 8. I started to go to more and more games per season. But yeah, I mean, hey, look, your early life memories is the Jets being a good team. Boy, were you duped. I'm not saying I know you're not a Jets fan, but your mind was duped into thinking, oh, the Jets. Oh yeah, they're a good team. Give it a couple years. Give it a couple years. That's all you have to do with the Jets. Islanders. Okay, I was right. All I could see was a blurry kind of white at the top with a little bit of blue here, a little bit of blue here, and a little bit of like an orange, and I knew that had to be the Islanders logo. I'm a Devils fan, bro. The Devils keep toying with everybody, and I haven't even watched them a lot recently because it's so hard to just get a reasonable package. I pay for so many things, like Netflix and Prime and all those things, and then I add NFL Plus at points during the season and things like that. It's like it's outrageous what I would have to pay to be able to watch the Devils in Connecticut. It's just not worth it. So it's like I've kind of fell off of hockey, which is unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. I used to love hockey. I can see this game going multiple ways. It's just up to how every week the QB play. How much faith do the Jets or Jets fans, or even anyone who's not a Jets fan, how much faith do you actually have in Trevor Siemian? Honestly. And it's not like he hasn't played. It's not like he hasn't played. He's come in and he's not looked good. He's not looked good at all. I did just throw down in the comments section. I did throw anyone another link because you can call in and you can talk to me. The link is below in the comments. All you need is your iPhone or computer, iPad. I don't know if it would work on that. You need a camera and a microphone, even if it's just the microphone from your headphones or the microphone on your smartphone. But hey, I'm going to try to be here every week at least once from now on, live for about an hour. The time will probably change. Right now, I have to do this terrible time slot in the evening on Saturday when everybody is doing something. Okay, I don't have a choice because of my normal job. I work evenings. That's going to be changing eventually, but I don't know exactly when. It's planned. Like it's planned with me and my job and my bosses. It's happening, but people need to be hired to get into other positions or whatever for me to be able to take that spot. So when that happens, I will be able to pick a better night in the week. And I've said before, I am not going to go and try to, I want to watch them too. I'm not going to try to step on people. I know Jake Asman does one in the morning and afternoon. I love watching those. Usually I can't get on live because I'm dealing with my kids or whatever the case may be. But I know he does one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Green Bean and Talking Jets, Matt and them, Ryan, they do Tuesday night. I'm not going to take that. AFC Roundtable, I believe that might be Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't want to, I want to watch them. It's not even like I'm like, oh, I'm going to compete or I won't compete. I want to watch them because I'm a fan. And then Thursday, thick of it, Gunny, Jeremy, and Green Bean, I'm not going to do that. So we will see. We'll see where I can land. Maybe a Friday night would be better than a Saturday night. I don't know. You guys can tell me on Twitter at Midnight Mike Show, MIDNITE Mike Show, or down in the comments section. There you go. There is the link that I told you about. You can click on and talk to me. You can call in. I talked about it a little bit last week, and I'm going to put it out again this week. Maybe you want to throw it down in the comments section. I'm still trying to figure out what's cursing the Jets. I hear two sides of the story. I'm going to do this quick until I start getting answers. It's either Joe Namath selling his soul to the devil for the win in Super Bowl III. That's the one I hear the most. And then I hear the other one that the Jets will not win a Super Bowl until they have their own stadium. What is it? Because either way, we have to figure out a way to exercise this. I have one of my favorite DVDs is a HBO movie documentary called The Curse of the Bambino. And it's awesome. It was filmed in like 2003 or 2004, right before the Red Sox won their World Series. So every Red Sox fan that they talk to is in the ultimate of miserableness. And as a Yankee fan, I love that. And they have celebrities, Mike O'Malley from Guts, Mike O'Malley from Yes Dear and Guts. Do you guys remember Guts? Seriously? Do you remember Mike O'Malley being on like serious cocaine? As he's like, hey, in the next event, they're going to be jumping. They're going to be like Michael Jordan flying through the air. I mean, just outrageous. Go back and there's these guys, John Boy Media, who they go on and they do like commentary to episodes of Guts. Check them out. I watch it every week. I don't miss an episode. They're hilarious. It's like my brothers at Get My Go. Whenever they put out an episode, I'm there. See, that's the thing. I want people to know I'm not going to go against other people because I want to watch them. I'm a fan of YouTube content creators. I'm just a fan. But what is cursing the Jets, people? What is it? Is it Joe Namath selling his soul? Is it the Jets won't win until they have their own stadium? Or is it a third? Maybe it's a third option. Who knows? There's one on Reddit because Gino signed with the Rock Nation, which is affiliated with Jay-Z, which equals Illuminati. Wow, that's a lot to take in. So there's a rumor on Reddit. Let's try to break this down. That because Gino signed with Rock Nation, which is affiliated with Jay-Z, which equals Illuminati. That's a lot, man. But see, here's why that doesn't work. The Jets started their curse of suckage well before Geno Smith even played high school ball. Okay, so that can't be the curse that, like, if it's Geno signing with Rock Nation and Jay-Z and whatnot, right? If it's that, then how do you explain the suckage from like the mid 70s to when did Geno play in the 2000s? It's like 20, 30 years. How do you explain all that suck? So that's why I don't think that necessarily is it. But folks, what is the curse? We'll continue to talk about it. Please, if you have anything, let me know. Let me know if you're watching what you think is cursing the New York Jets. It can't be that crazy theory that you just put up, because it doesn't. Like I said, it does not explain all the terribleness and embarrassing football that came before Geno Smith was even born. When was Geno Smith born? Somebody give me that. I bet. I mean, he's got to be younger than me. All right. So here we go. One thing I want to talk about here. This is one of the last things I want to talk about. If no one wants to call in, that's okay. That means I get out of here a little early. The last thing I want to talk about is Garrett Wilson is 180 yards away from being the second. Is 180 yards away from his second straight 200-yard season. That's a typo, folks. Let's try to fix that, right? So Garrett Wilson. There we go. Is 180 yards away from his second straight 1,000-yard season. This does not happen too often on the New York Jets. I can't even. A lot of the guys that like would I would think would put up 1,000-yard seasons were only with the team for like 1 or 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long was Braylon Edwards on the team? 1 year? 2 years? I don't think I got to go back to thinking that the last one to put up back to back would have to be Wayne Corbett or Keyshawn Johnson. We had a bunch of great receivers, but just none of them that were that great for 2 seasons in a row. But I look, can he do it? That's it shouldn't even be. If you have the most, I'm gonna get pissed off. If you have the most average quarterback play, and you said you have a receiver with 3 games to go that is 180 yards away from getting over 1,000 yards, you would think that's almost a no-brainer. That's 3 60-yard games. Garrett Wilson, that should not be a problem. And honestly, whether we win or we lose these games, it benefits me either way, because we either win them and it shows a little bit more confidence and competence in our coaching staff and some of the players that we have. And I'm happy because I like seeing the Jets win. Or we lose and we move up and can get a better draft pick. But once again, I don't really care about that. It's all about who you pick at the position. Anyone could be a bust. Anyone could be a bust. I would say no matter win or lose, I would say just keep throwing it to Garrett Wilson until he gets that 180. Get him the 180 tomorrow. How about that? This is about the curse. A Big Z says it's not the stadium having their own stadium. It's not an Illuminati Jay-Z Geno Smith conspiracy. It is. I didn't know about that one until a little while ago. It's Joe Namath. So now here's another question. Is it for life? Like, I mean, not for life. I mean, meaning like he sold his soul and now the Jets are punished for all existence, or he sold his soul and the Jets will not win again until Joe Namath passes. I sure hope. I don't want Joe. I love Joe. I love Joe. I love his personality. I love so much about Joe Namath.
I want to kiss you.
Joe, inappropriate. But I do love his personality. And I love that he's just like, he's a star. He was always a star. And and for a couple of seasons there, a few seasons there, he really backed it up. And he was a tough dude. Look at his knees, man, how wrapped up they were. That dude was in constant pain. But is the curse like, okay, you know, hey, more of you are coming in here on a Saturday night. I really do appreciate that. That is awesome. I really, really appreciate that. The link, once again, if any of you want to call in, write in the comments. I would love to get somebody on before I head out. There it is. Boom. I just put the link in the comments again. All you need is your iPhone. That's it. But I don't want Joe Namath to go, but I hope that if it is the curse of Joe Namath and not the stadium and not the Illuminati Jay-Z thing, that's crazy. But I hope it's to when Joe Namath ascends to the heavens and not for the history of the New York Jets. Because that's why I hate the New York Jets. Because of bullshit like this. That's so frustrating. This team drives me insane. Imagine your wide receiver room: Wilson, Coleman, Adams, Evans, and Gibson. That's not happening. There's no way that we're getting that many free agents or guys. It's just not happening. We're going to have Wilson. We're going to have Gibson. And we'll have one of the other guys. And then we're going to have to, like, you know, Lazard. And I think Lazard will play better with Aaron. I do. Not maybe he won't be great. But like I said, with the inconsistency of the passing of the quarterbacks that he had to deal with, not knowing if it's going to be behind him, in front of him, above his head, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers comes out, and when he throws it, it goes into your hands or into your numbers. Imagine that. Imagine watching a fucking Jets game, and the quarterback, when he throws the ball, 80%, 90% of the time, it goes into their hands or into the numbers. Mind blown. That would be amazing for Jets fans. That would be amazing. What is that? I can't remember. Porwake? Awesome background. Yeah. That's because that this channel was originally born as an 80s and 90s, because that's when I grew up. Kid of the 80s, teenager of the 90s. It originally was all 80s and 90s pop culture, horror. And if you go down into the videos deep enough from my videos from a couple years ago, it is all 80s and 90s pop culture, horror, stuff like that, albums or bands, things like that. Check it out. I invite you to go check it out sometime. And maybe I'll do that again. As a matter of fact, on this show, if you want to talk about any of that, if you want to talk about Christmas, I'll talk about Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody watching. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And yes, when the Jets and Commanders game is over, I am recording a video and it will be out to you by the time that you're sitting down at your late Christmas dinner. And I say late because, I mean, look, we have people coming over around 5:00. Probably, you know, we'll probably have dinner actually probably around 6:30 or 7 because, you know, we have some appetizers, hors d'oeuvres. So anything you want to talk about, I'm cool on this show. But yeah, all this stuff. There's Pee Wee Herman behind me. Look at you know. There's my VHS. This is some of thousands of VHSs that I proudly own. And yes, I have a VCR in this studio. I have a VCR in my living room still. Along with new technology. But look, it is what it is. I also the link below, people. Suggest a great horror Christmas movie. Oh. Well, okay. First off, okay, the real start of the slasher genre was not Jason. It was not Michael Myers and Halloween. It was Black Christmas, right? That was, and I know there's been other ones before that, and there's Italian slasher horror before, but I'm saying like the Black Christmas is a great starting off point if you're just getting into horror. The original, no remakes. Never watch a remake. You're getting duped. Literally, of all the remakes that they've made, and that's all they make anymore in anything. I think there's like two that I was like, okay, that's good. That's good. And it's not ones you'd suspect. All the Halloween ones are trash. All the Friday the 13th remake is pretty much trash. I mean, I still watch them, and some of them aren't as bad as the worst in the series. But that's where I've gotten to now. Horror movies have gotten so bad that I now go, if I go in to watch a new horror movie, I literally say to myself, okay, is this going to be as bad as the worst that in the series? And if it's not, I'm happy. But yeah, I got Michael Myers back there. That's a screen accurate mask with a Santa hat on it. I got my this is a screen accurate Jason Voorhees from my favorite Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. So yeah. Oh, another here we go. So okay, Black Christmas. But if you're look, the guy who did Trick or Treat in the early 2000s, Michael Dougherty, I believe his name is, did Krampus, and it's cheesy at points, but the whole folklore of Krampus, which is like the dark shadow of Saint Nick. So he still dresses in like a Santa outfit, but he has like hooves, and he's almost like the New Jersey Devil. Like if you know the lore of the New Jersey Devil, and he has these horns, and it's just a cool movie, and it's fun, and it's a typical I'm gonna go have fun, eat some popcorn, and watch a horror movie, and it's Christmassy. And then the last one, I mean, obviously, just go with Silent Night, Deadly Night, but don't watch it with kids. Like, don't watch it with kids around. There's tons of nudity, tons of violence, but it's just one of those classic '80s cheese slashers, and I really enjoy it. And if you really want cheese, watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Literally 40 minutes of the movie is just Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 cut shorter, and then they added like an extra half hour on of the most cheesiest cheese you'll ever cheese. But that's where I'm going. So I'll say Black Christmas for the historic aspect of it, Krampus just for fun and cool, just folklore, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. There's more out there. There's more out there. Apparently the original Black Christmas is also free on YouTube. Okay, but don't leave me yet. I'll get off and you guys can go watch that. Like, okay, don't leave me. But if it's available for free on YouTube, that's pretty cool. I'd be surprised if if it might be with ads. But I'd be surprised because even though, whatever. But if it's available on YouTube, that's pretty cool. I would check that out. Very cool. I'm a big horror fan and Jets fan. Born in 1979. I'm about a year younger than you. It's a constant horror movie for us. Yeah. And you know what? It's like 98 was like when we've been running from the slasher for 20 minutes, we get in the car and we turn it on and the car works and we start driving, and then all of a sudden 99 is when it runs out of gas. Boom. And the killer's right behind us again. Like, God damn it. But yes. I do. I appreciate you guys here. It's cool that I got some horror fans coming in here because I will talk some horror. I will put out some other Midnight Mike videos on horror if enough of you are there. But like, this channel has become a New York Jets channel. So far, it is my bread and butter, and I just got approved for the YouTube whatever milestones to start being able to get super chats and things like that. I don't think that's all set up yet. I still got to go through and do all this stuff and memberships, and then I can release extra content and all that stuff. But I really appreciate the people watching. I really appreciate you guys who comment below, not just during this, but on my videos. Like tomorrow when I put out my reaction video to the Jets Commanders game, go down, hit the like button. If you're new in this video, hit that like button. More people will see it. That's how more people see videos when they're live or even when they're not live, even if they're pre-recorded. You know what this is? This is my highball glass. Can you see that? It's from the 70s and it's the Jets logo, right? And it's that old school one bar for the face mask, like which was traditionally like a kicker, I guess. And then the old NFL logo on the back with the more stars. Yeah. But I am going to be getting out of here soon. Hold on. Oh, see, if you keep commenting, then it's hard to get out of here, but I don't mind. Oh, okay. I'm glad I can entertain. I'm glad two people. I made you laugh. Good. I did my job for the night. I really do appreciate you guys. Look, keep supporting the channel. Go over to Twitter at Midnight Mike Show, MIDNITE Mike Show. That's also at Midnight Mike Show on Instagram and on Twitch. I'd like to get Twitch working too, but nobody I know, like whenever I put out a video on Twitch, it doesn't do anything. Everything goes to YouTube and does well. But that's that. Hopefully next Saturday I will be back again. Is that like New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? I don't know. Maybe it's New Year's Eve. That'd be cool. Oh no, but I want to watch Perry. I want to watch Perry Caravello live. That's another content creator. There you go. You know how many people I put over in this? Because that's the thing. I love YouTube content creators. Perry Caravello live. I don't know how to explain it. It would take a whole nother show to explain PCL to people. Green Bean, Matt, Jake Asman, Ryan, Jets Media, Richie. I mean, that goes on and on. And then who did I bring up earlier? There's a few people I brought up that weren't content creators, like for the Jets. It was just, but seriously, I like to put people over. I like to watch content. The guys who do the Guts video, I think it's John Boy Media. I don't know, something like that. It's great stuff. And I'll always support that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys being here. Let's play that I use it for all my shows. Let's play that really crappy New York Jets, late 60s, early 70s. Oh no. With us all together. Let's start it all together. Ready? The Jets chant. Here we go, guys. Jets. And then the Jets song from the 60s or early 70s that never caught on, but I'm going to try to bring it back because it's the cheesiest. Let's go, Jets. I don't even know the words yet. Go, Jets. The mighty green will beat them all. You are New York's best. The pride of North, South, East, and West. You're the greatest Jets. Come on, and let's go. Go, Jets. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time.